traded fields of golden grain for city lights and shallow fame. I left her crying in the rain, chasing a name that never came. The towers rose but left me cold, 1,000 faces, none to hold, and every street just cuts my soul, for I left the only love I'd known. I thought the city made me strong, but all it gave were nights too long. The whiskey burned, the deals went wrong, the dream I chased was never home. Now I see her in my sleep, her gentle eyes, her voice so sweet. I'd give it all, my pride, my seat, to walk back down that country street. The man I saw was never me. The man she loved is what I'll be. Ashes in the skyline, nothing left to claim. I lost the fire, I lost her name. The lights went out, the streets turned gray, and I regret the love I threw away. Ashes in the skyline, truth I can't deny. I found the world but let her die. No crown of gold, no price to pay can bring her back from yesterday. Her photograph still haunts my hands, a faded ring, a broken plan. The city cheered but didn't stand when I fell down, when I was damned. And now I wander lost and worn, a king of shadows, pride long gone. I traded all to be reborn beside the love I left forlorn. The man I sought was never me. The man she loved is what I'll be. Ashes in the skyline, nothing left to claim. I lost the fire, I lost her name. The lights went out, the streets turned gray, and I regret the love I threw away. Ashes in the skyline, truth I can't deny. I found the world but let her die. No crown of gold, no price to pay can bring her back from yesterday. If I could ride back through the years, I'd hold her close, erase her tears. But time is cruel, it never heals. A broken vow, a love unreal. Ashes in the skyline, nothing left to claim. I lost the fire, I lost her name. The lights went out, the streets turned gray, and I regret the love I threw away. Ashes in the skyline, truth I her back from yesterday. I rode the road where roofs had caved, through streets that once had children play. The wind would sift through weathered beams and carry smoke from broken dreams. A church bell toppled, windows torn. The world looked older than the morn. Then in the rubble by the lane, a little lantern burned like stubborn pain. Its brass was dented, glass was black, but light kept fighting to get back. I stopped my bike, I breathed the air, a single flame in a field of despair. I learned the town by name and scar, where harvest failed and tanks left tar. Old men would bide with half a smile, their stories folded like worn tile. They spoke of faith and lost replies, of promises beneath the skies. The lantern stood where lovers cried, where mothers knelt and children died. It held a note, a scrap, a name, a memory no storm could claim. I bent to read the faded line, keep the light we gave our time. A stubborn flame on busted stone, a breath of hope where hope had blown. The lantern in the ruins, it keeps the light, a candle for the fall and a beacon in the night. When everything is broken and the roofs give away, there's a hand that held a match to keep the dark at bay. The lantern in the ruins, stubborn and kind, a little glow to tell you you're not left behind. I carry flame along my coat, I cooked the light and kept it close. I met a widow by the mill, she kept her jaw, she kept her will. Her children gone, her hair gone white, she fed the lantern through the night. She said we lit it for the ones who pass, so strangers see their footprints last. Her voice was small, but in that sound, a town's lost chorus hummed around. That single flame would not relent, it held the names that time had spent. When ruins cry and roofs all fall, a little light still answers the call. The lantern in the ruins, it keeps alive, a candle for the fall and a beacon in the night. When everything is broken and the roofs give away, there's a hand that held a match to keep the dark at bay. The lantern in the ruins, stubborn and kind, a little glow to tell you you're not left behind. They showed me where the box was kept, nobody's cross, no stones were set. Inside a ledger, names in ink, confessions burned at the village brink. They hadn't gone by sickness hand, they'd gone by hunger, gone by land. The lantern wasn't just for prayer, it was the keeping of what's fair. A light for those the ledger missed, for stolen grain, for buried tryst. The flame had kept a secret whole, it kept verse that hides inside my chest, a melody that never rests. I wrote the words but bit my tongue, a song unborn, a love unsung. It followed me through years of dust, through broken vows, through shattered trust. But silence weighs more than the pain of letting truth just fade away. I felt her hand, but fear tied me where I stand. I should have told her loud and true the love I carried all for you. Now echoes haunt the midnight air, a hollow sound of what's not there. And though the world still spins along, it aches for me, the missing song. Unspoken words can chain a man more than shackles ever can. The song I never sang, it burns inside of me, a silent hymn of sorrow of what was meant to be. No stage, no crowd, no final stand, just ashes of a song I never sang. Last night beneath the stars, I'll free the ghost, I'll bear the scars, I'll sing to winds, to fields, to stone, a song that's mine and mine alone. And if the heavens hear me cry, at least I'll know I didn't die. With words still buried in my chest, I'll lay them down and find my rest. Unspoken words can chain a man more than shackles ever can. The song I never sang, it burns inside of me, a silent hymn of sorrow of what was meant to be. No stage, no crowd, no final stand, just ashes of a song I never sang. Songs unspoken cut too deep and haunt the soul we try to keep. The song I never sang, it burns inside of me, a silent hymn of sorrow of what was meant to be. But tonight I'll break the chains, I'll raise my hand and finally sing the song I never sang. Yes, I'll finally sing the song I never sang. I laid my back on the root so wide, an ancient oak that touched the sky. Its bark was scarred, its branches torn, but still it stood through every storm. The wind blew low, the leaves did shake, and in the hush the voices came. They whispered names I'd never known, the ones who built this earth I roam. trace the rings beneath its skin. 1,000 lives were trapped within. Each line a story, love or pain. Each mark a scar that still remains. Closed my eyes, I swore to keep the whispers I had heard so deep. The oak remembers what men forget. It keeps the vows, the tears, the dead. Whispers beneath the oak, calling through the years, carved into the silence, carried through the tears. When the world forgets your face, the branches still recall that no soul is ever lost. The oak remembers And when my bones return to ground, the oak will keep my humble sound. Another voice to join the song, to prove we all still carry on. Whispers beneath the oak, calling through the years, carved into the silence, carried through the tears. When the world forgets your face, the branches still recall that no soul is ever lost. The oak remembers. Whispers beneath the oak, the roots will never lie. They hold the stories close, they keep the flame alive. It hangs upon a rusted nail. The threads are torn, the color pale. But when I slip my arms inside, I feel his hand still guide my life. The winters he had carried through, the storms he faced, the work, the truth. That coat is more than cloth and seams, it holds the weight of all his dreams. I smell the fields, the sweat, the rain, the scars of labor, grit and pain. The pockets keep a folded note, a prayer he wrote to keep us whole. I hear his laughter in the seams, the sound of boots on wooden beams. And though the years have taken toll, that coat still warms my weary soul. It's not the fabric, worn and torn, It's the honor of the man I mourn. The coat my father wore, it carries me tonight through the storms I face, through the loss and fight. It tells me I'm not broken, it tells me I'll endure. I walk this road with courage in the coat my father wore. Now on my son the fabric falls, too long the sleeves, too wide the walls. But one day he will wear it proud and hear my voice within the shroud. For every man must bear a flame, a coat of love, a coat of name. And when I'm gone, he'll carry on. The weight of me will make him strong. It's not the fabric, worn and torn, it's the honor of the man reborn. The coat my father wore, it carries me tonight through the storms I face, through the loss and fight. It tells me I'm not broken, it tells me I'll endure. I walk this road with courage in the coat my father And when the fire fades to ash and all that's left are shadows cast, the coat will hang but never die, a legacy that lights the sky. The coat my father wore, it carries me tonight through the storms I face, through the loss and fight. It tells me I'm not broken, it tells me I'll endure. I walk this road with courage in the coat my father wore. Yes, I walk this road forever in the coat my father wore. I knelt beside the well of stone where once the sweetest waters flowed. The bucket dropped, it scraped the side, but hit the dust where thirst resides. The people came with hollow eyes, with broken jars and shattered ties. The well stood silent, cracked and bare, like hope had vanished from the air. I heard the stories elders told of how the spring was pure as gold. It fed the fields, it blessed the land, it washed the labor from their hands. But greed had drained the heart below, and time had swallowed all its glow. Now every echo in the stone reminds me I must walk alone. The water's gone, but truth remains, a lesson carved in drought and pain. The well that ran dry still calls my name, a hollow reminder, a burden, a flame. seek a spring in other lands. But every mile the truth grew near, the well was never really here. It lives inside the hearts of men, a stream that waits to flow again. And when the spirit dares to rise, the well is filled by sacrifice. The water's gone, but truth remains, a lesson carved in drought and pain. The well that ran dry still calls my name, a hollow reminder, a burden of flame. You can't drink from shadows, you can't hide from sky. The soul must find rivers when the well runs dry. And if you thirst, then turn within. The deepest streams are born of sin. Forgiveness carves the channel wide and fills the void we keep inside. The well that ran dry still calls my name, a hollow reminder, a burden of flame. You can't drink from shadows, you can't hide from sky. The soul must find rivers when the well runs dry. Yes, soul finds its river when the well runs dry. I found it in the embers, black and scarred, a circle of gold that once held my heart. The fire took the house, the walls, the frame, but left behind the weight of her name. I held that ring with trembling hands, a ghost of vows, a broken stand. Through smoke and ashes, grief was cast, but love like this was built to last. The diamond cracked, the metal bent, but still it burned with her intent. I heard her laughter in the flame, I felt her whisper call my name. It wasn't jewels that made us whole, it wasn't gold, but love of soul. The ashes stained was the world. She lived, she stayed through every flame, through every grave. And when I die, they'll lay me down with ashes circling my vow. For what is burned is never gone. The ember sings, the vow lives on. Though fire consumes, it can't erase the holy vow, the warm embrace. Ashes on the wedding band, but love still glows. Carried in the shadows, deeper than we know. Fire may have taken all, but could not steal the hand that bound my soul forever in the ashes on the band. The flames can burn the earth and stone, but can't destroy what love has sown. For even ashes hold the seed of love that lives beyond our need. Ashes on the wedding band, but love still glows. Carried in the shadows, deeper than we know. Fire may have taken all, but could not steal the hand that bound my soul forever in the ashes on the band. Yes, bound my soul forever in the ashes on the band. In the old house by the willow tree, the walls are cracked, the floorboards creak. Dusty frames with faces gone, a hollow place where love once shone. But through the storms and all the years, that window stayed and never feared. It stood wide open to the rain, a silent witness to the pain. Through the glass of promises that didn't last, a kiss goodbye, a tear that fell, a story lost no one could tell. I stood before that empty frame and felt the weight of all the names. For every soul who walked away, the window begged for them to stay. Not every door can hold you still, but some remain against your will. The window that never closed, it stares into the night. Through every ghost and shadow, it keeps us cry, a wounded frame that won't deny. The world moved on, but here it stayed, a monument of what we gave. And as I turned to walk away, the breeze still whispered, beg me stay. For in that window I could see the pieces left of what was me. Not every door can hold you still, but some remain against your will. The window that never closed, it stares into the night. Through every ghost and shadow, it keeps a stubborn light. Though time has left it broken, its silence always knows. The past still breathes forever, and the window never days are gone at last, they'll find me looking through the past. Beside that frame where silence grows, the window waits, it never closed. The window that never closed, it stares into the night. Through every ghost and shadow, it keeps a stubborn light. Though time has left it broken, its silence always knows. The past still breathes forever, and the window never closed. Yes, the past still breathes forever, and the window never closed. Mirror cracked, the silver fades. I see a man I never made. His eyes are tired, his jaw is weak. The shadow stands where I should be. The scars don't lie, the years don't bend. 1,000 roads that had no end. I search for me, but all I find is just a ghost that wears my mind. The whiskey nights, the battles lost, the dreams I sold, I count the cost. The mirror speaks, it tells the truth, a wasted time and stolen youth. But somewhere deep a fire remains, a spark that hides beneath the shame. The stranger stares, but I still know the man I was is not yet gone. The glass won't lie, it cuts so deep, but through the cracks, my soul still speaks. The stranger in my reflection, staring back at me. Where's the weight of every sorrow I swore I'd never be? But I can't deny the shadow, though I've lost direction. I'll fight until I find the man beyond, the stranger in my reflection. I place my hand against the pain. The stranger mirrors all my pain, but in his eyes I see a plea to rise again, to set him free. The truth is harsh, but I won't hide. I claim the man I left inside. No shed of glass will chain me down. I wear the scars and build my crown. The glass won't lie, it cuts so deep, then breaking them can make us mend. I'll face the eyes that haunt me so, until the man I lost will show. The stranger in my reflection, staring back at me. Where's the weight of every sorrow I swore I'd never be? But I won't bow to shadows. I'll reclaim direction and burn until I kill the ghost, the stranger in my reflection. Yes, burn until I kill the ghost, the stranger in my reflection. I rode until the road was gone. The dust had died, the stars came on. Four paths lay bare, no signs, no sound, just empty skies and hollow ground. The wind stood still, the night held breath. The air was thick with life and death. No voice to tell me where to go, just silence weighing down my soul. Left was dark, the right was fire, the north was grief, the south desire. Each road was carved by those before, their shadows whispering from the floor. But none could walk this path for me. No guide, no map, no certainty, just silence deep as canyon walls, and fate that waits when courage calls. The crossroads hold no easy truth. Strip a man to bone and root. At the crossroads of silence, I stood alone. Four empty roads, but only one home. The night won't answer, the stars won't speak. The choice is mine, the strong, the weak. I face the unknown, no turning back, the path is my own. I closed my eyes, I heard the drum, the beating heart of where I'm from. It told me, son, the road you take will break you down or help you wake. Don't fear the dark, don't chase the flame. The only wrong is staying the same. I breathed it in, I chose to ride. The silence roared, the choice was mine. The crossroads hold no easy truth. They strip a man to bone and root. At the crossroads of silence, I stood alone. Four empty roads, but only one home. The night won't answer, the stars won't speak. The choice is mine, the strong, the weak. At the crossroads of silence, I face the unknown. No turning back, the path is my this road to end. The silence waits like an old friend. It won't condemn, it won't forgive. It only asks, how did you live? At the crossroads of silence, I stood alone. Four empty roads, but only one home. The night won't answer, the stars won't speak. The choice is mine, the strong, the weak. At the crossroads of silence, I faced the unknown and carved my fate on the path I own. The ticking hands had marked my days, through labor's sweat, through lover's gaze. It hung upon my father's vest, a faithful friend, a beating chest. But midnight came, the world grew still. The watch fell silent, lost its will. And in that pause the truth was clear, a turning point, the end was near. The city roared, the sirens cried. A stranger fell, a moment died. The watch had stopped when she let go, the woman I had sworn to know. No gears could move, no spring could bind. The moment carved into my mind, forever frozen in that chime. The night that fractured all my time. The clock may fade, but scars remain. Each silent take still speaks my name. the memory of her leaving when the watch gave up its fight. I keep it close against my chest. Its broken face won't let me rest. But maybe time is meant to break, to teach us all the roads we take. And though it's stopped, I breathe, I move. Each day a chance to find the truth. For even when the hands can't turn, the heart can heal, the soul can learn. The clock may fade, but scars remain. Each silent tick still speaks my name. My time is done at last, I'll see her waiting free of past. Perhaps the watch will start again when love unites what death had been. The watch that stopped at midnight.